We live in a world where you can literally go on your computer to basically find out anything really about working out and staying fit. But that's only half or even less than what really needs to be done. Hello, my name is Nick, and as someone who has been learning and pursuing to chase my fitness goal, the question I get most asked about isn't really about how many reps should you do, how long should you rest between sets, or anything technical related really. The question I get asked most about is how do you stay motivated and how do you make yourself show up every day, which kind of surprised me. That's why I took some time to think and arrange my thoughts and decided to share some of the tips that helped me go through those hard times, and in hopes that it will help you conquer the sluggish feeling that is preventing you from chasing your fitness goals, or anything really. Here's how I see it. When we want to achieve something, it usually starts from a desire, and action is what turns this desire into a real outcome. But here's the biggest problem. Most of us fail to take action or push the needle to do things that turn this desire into a real outcome. It's like there's this blockage. You wanted to work out, you found a decent workout video, but your mind says, screw it, we'll just binge watch Netflix today and we can do it later on. So what could we do about this? Well, first of all, it's really normal for us to find it difficult to take action to turn our desires into a real outcome, because our minds are actually wired to take the path with the least resistance. But what I found out over the years and has actually worked for me is that there's a way to conquer this blockage, either by changing the way you approach it or two, building habits. Let me explain. Imagine believing that you have to hold an extra amount of cash every month just to pay off the gym membership fees, personal training fees, supplement fees, and all that, just to realize that you may literally need little to nothing at all to start everything and get everything running. Well, I can speak for calisthenic training. It took me not $100, not $50, not $20, but actually $10 to start lifting weight. Dumbbells are more than enough to start lifting. You can train your chest, arms, legs, etc., and basically everything you need for a beginner. And in reality, you're probably not going to go past the 7.5kg dumbbells for a while. So instead of approaching lifting or exercise as this really expensive activity, you can consider taking the facts that I just listed and stop thinking that it costs a lot of money to start lifting. Well, it doesn't really cost much at all. But I know there are other endless reasons out there to prevent you from taking action and actually chasing your fitness goals. That is why you should also stop making preparations. Yes, if time travel was invented today, I would tell my past self to invest in Bitcoin and just pick up the dumbbells that are lying on the floor. After lifting for almost 3 years, I can confidently tell you that it is nearly impossible to be 100% ready. You'll be better off getting started now, and don't stress too much about it because the rest you'll just learn along the way. So instead of thinking that everything has to be perfect, everything has to be in check before you start to lift, why not learn as you go? At least that's what worked best for me. But if you need some help to set out the basic structure for our workouts, watch till the end cause I've got you covered. I first came across the idea of habit stacking when reading Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal, basically saying that if I do X, I will do Y. If I needed to break the habit down further to what actually worked for me, was to find something that was related to what you wanted to start doing consistently. And here's how I did it. You can basically stack any habits, and I personally stack lifting with showering. Since my dumbbells were just lying on the room floor anyways, it started becoming if I lifted, then I will go shower. And it just felt like the shower was more worth it because I was sweaty after lifting weights, if that makes sense. Of course, there were a lot of times where I didn't really feel like it and I kept slacking off here and there. But as time went on, I just kept picking it back up, and eventually lifting weights became the ordinary. Two things that hopefully could help you if you do decide to give this method a try is one, consistency in my opinion doesn't really mean that you have to have this mental state where you have to show up every day. But to me, it's more important to consistently pick back what you drop. Second, it's not a magic pill. A certain amount of discipline will always be needed, but it is a thing that makes it easier for us to push the needle and take actions to turn our desires into outcomes. And that is habit stacking for you. I'm not sponsored in any way, but if you do like things like habit stacking or productivity related topics, go check the book out yourself. It is called Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. So far, there are two approach changes and one habit, and this next one is my favorite. One I will basically recommend to every client or friend I have that wants to start lifting is to make things as simple as humanly possible. And here's how. In the context of chasing your fitness dreams, consistency is like a core that is in the middle of everything. And complexity is the thing that actually kills consistency. So here's a simple way and how I would map out my workouts if I could start everything all over again. First, determine when. If you're working a 9 to 5 job from Monday to Friday, then just choose a time where it is most possible that you will have extra time to finish or fit in your workouts, which in this case would most possibly be the weekends. So that's 2 workouts per week. And yes, 2 to 3 workouts will still likely be effective for you to chase your fitness dreams. My approach is rather than holding on to a certain number of workouts you have to do per week, why not choose the workouts based on your schedule and make it simple as possible. Next, determine the workout split. There's push-pull legs, full body, bro split, upper-lower, and a lot more. And in the context of 2 workouts per week, push-pull or just 2 full-body workouts will most likely be the easiest option out of all of them. And if you need a reference for a 2-day full-body workout split, you can use this for a reference. Day 1 we target chest, triceps, shoulders, and quads, while day 2 we target back, biceps, shoulders, and hamstrings. Simple, and it targets all the necessary muscles for a beginner. Now exercise selection. By choosing compact exercises, it makes it easier to create this compact and efficient workout structure, where it makes it simple to just keep 5 to 6 exercises per workout, which is really sufficient for beginners. An example would be barbell rows as a compact exercise when it targets a lot of muscles at once compared to a rear delt fly. And since the workout plan has become compact and simple, you can just get things done quick, get in, do your work, and just get out. I would say that a few things to note is that longer workouts doesn't necessarily equal to better workouts. Your workouts don't need to last too long, and I would say 2 hours is already stretching the time period a little. What you should focus on is training hard, which is pushing yourself 1 to 2 reps away from failure or to failure. Keeping consistent, and once you nail it down, you eventually learn how to eat well, recovery, and all that will come along naturally. And that wraps it up. Changing the way how we approach something and building habits really helped me destroy the wall between desire and taking action. And I hope this video helps you the same way it did to me, or even more to you. And with that said, always remember there's a link to sign up for my newsletter down in the description below, where I share more fitness tips, things I learned along the journey, and much more. Thanks for tuning in, and subscribe as it is the best way to support the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!